Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coach Bulldog Johnny YouTube channel for our weekly Tuesday stream excuse me, of EA Sports PGA Tour Road to the Masters, episode number 59. This next event takes us to one of my favorite courses, TPC Scottsdale, the stadium course. WM Waste Management Phoenix Open is what we're going after today. Y'all be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more. This has one of the most classy events. This is one of the most classic events of all time that we have. This promises to be the most watched event. It's one of the, as they call it, the greatest show on grass. Like I said, y'all don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel as we are fixing to go live, large, live, and in charge, as they say. So let's check out, while I'm got it on the brain, check out something right quick, shall we? Alright. Excuse me. Y'all excuse me for that. Alright, so let's look back at the first three events. Alright, so I tied for second at the American Express Championship, which I think I should have outright won now. The second week at Torrey Pines, we had the Farmers Insurance, and I finished tied for 7th, 9 under par. Last week, I made a top 10 finish, finished at 10 under par at one of the most hallowed grounds in all of one of the most hallowed grounds, as I say, of all the other places. TPC, it was no AT&T Pebble Beach is where we was there for the Pro-Am, and we had a top 10 finish there. Now we're at the stadium course at TPC Scottsdale. We've qualified for the Genesis Invitational. That'll be next week at Riviera. We ain't got to have no requirements to get in there. We've qualified for the Arnold Palmer Invitational. No requirement. That's an alternate event if we want to play it. Then we've qualified for one of the biggest events of the season, the Players. So let's get down to that's the next events on our list. So the TPC Scottsdale, Xander Schauffele, 6 under par, 8 to 12 mile an hour winds. That's one thing I do not like worth a passion. But hey, we got to do something. So with this being one of my favorite courses and me being able to do real well at this golf course, let's see just how good we can be as we're teeing off with Patrick Cantlay. I can't wait for this. Here we are. Here's Rich Lerner, Frank Nobilo, and the gang for round 1 of the Waste Management Phoenix Open.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week. As we check the early leaderboard, the leader is the most recent gold medalist, Xander Schauffele. He's off to a good start at 6 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking for another strong showing after a top 10 finish a week ago. So, Frank, the tour has left Pebble Beach, where we were last week, with its subtle grace and time-honored traditions. And now we've got a whole different set of traditions here in Scottsdale, as you well know. Our featured golfer played well last week up in Monterey, but now this is going to be unlike anything they have ever seen, don't you think?
Hey, this is a totally different animal, and I choose that word wisely because Pebble, you have those rolling and the undulations, the weather to contend with. You could argue that TPC Scottsdale's a little flatter. It's a little easy to get at. It's a scoring paradise. And just the electricity that the fans provide. This is just a tournament. It's a don't miss.
So, Frank, another week here on the PGA Tour, and we take a look at our featured golfer today, the young rookie, still in search of that first win. But I'll tell you what, that had to be a great confidence boost last week. Didn't get the victory, but to be that young and in the hunt on Sunday, a lot of folks think a breakthrough might be imminent. What do you think?
I think so, Rich. The golf is good enough. I'm just concerned about how thick that brick wall is, because if you play this good and you get a few chances to win and you don't complete the job, your mind actually starts to get in the way.
That's right. There's Cantley's second shot. Not bad.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
Goldman and Sachs.
So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second.
All right,
that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. And let's bring in Nota Begay, four-time winner on tour, on this putt for birdie.
And a really tricky look here. Tough side hill putt. He's got to push it out to the right and just let it drift its way back to the hole.
Cantlay for birdie.
Patrick Cantlay for birdie. You would think with it going down, coming downhill where Cantlay's at, that he would have got a better taste on, a better shot on that one. Come on, his would have rolled down a little further than what it did, but it didn't. My putt for par.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay at
You think
par.
This first hole's something with it going downhill? Just wait till you see this third hole.
Safely in. It's a par here at first. And he'll stay at level par. Such a thrill playing in the Masters as a professional for the first time. Frank, if you could take me back through your first round, your first tournament, what do you remember most about that experience?
Good and bad, really. It was the first cut that I missed in a major championship. But in those days, they didn't use the top 50 of the world rankings, so I really didn't get into my sort of early mid-30s. But I don't really want to talk about my first round, but by virtue of that, I got drawn with the late, great Arnold Palmer on the Friday. And, I sort of wanted to get out of town as quick as I could, but I watched the great man play the golf course, and I saw lines that I never, ever saw when I played my practice rounds. I got to play alongside a guy that obviously had put on a green jacket more than once. And while that was a Masters I'd like to forget for different reasons, the very next year I finished fourth. So I credit that to my rookie year and playing with a man that basically could play the golf course backwards in Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow-through, and a good start to this hole.
That's right. Well, Cantlay not too bad
From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
Well, hammered that tee shot into the narrowest section of this fairway. Got a great chance to clip this iron shot and get it close.
That's birdie coming up. It's a real
I know it's a second shot golf course, but what an iron shot. I don't care. That's the first, the last. That's a great shot.
Just over 90 yards. All that's left here for his second.
What up there, Ton? How you doing? Thank you for joining me in If you're just now joining in, this is the Waste Management Phoenix Open at TPC Scottsdale.
Hold the green,
Come
that'll
on.
be okay.
Let me see. Do I do it? Let's see. Let's try it. Oh, didn't hit it hard enough. Should have hit it a little harder than I did. But hey, I got a par putt coming up. I tried to do my Texas wedge, shoot it off the fringe, and I missed it. But oh well, I got a par.
There, it's in for par here at the second. And he'll stay right where he is.
Here is Patrick
A
Cantley.
straightforward look here for birdie.
How's that battlefield you were playing, Shaggy? Is it pretty good?
Birdie here at the second. You know where we are because you can look to the right. We're in the desert. You want to keep it out of that. If you do with a good tee shot, absolutely a chance to get home in 2 and maybe jumpstart the round with an eagle 3.
Very conservative strategy here. 3-wood off the tee, turning this par 5 into a 3-shotter. See how it plays out.
We'll go with the low. We'll de-loft it because of the high winds. And we'll go full off and backspin because of the wind here and go into the wind.
Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine.
So Patrick Cantley now for his second shot. I remember this hole very, very well, and I'm going to tell you why I remember this hole very, very well. This hole right here is the hole that on the Ping Sponsorship Challenge you had to
into the dried out
go from the fairway.
in front of this third green.
You had to drive from the fairway to the back. It was on the back portion of the green, and you see how this green does, don't you? It starts out flat right here. Then it slopes heavily right here, and then right here it's back flat again. So it's a 3-tiered green, as they call it.
Gave it a go, but that's into the green side bunker, and it's fairly deep over there, too.
This is one of my favorite golf courses. I always shoot real well here. I've always shot under par in any round in this event. Cantlay's pitch shot, and it's over the green. You hit it way too hard.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
So Cantlay for birdie here. He's going to have a long shot at birdie. He's going to have to go down that slope there to get this birdie putt. Got the right line on it.
Tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt.
Look at that, what a shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Here's my attempt
Now
for
a
birdie
7-footer.
today. My first one of the day. Up and down, side to side, shake and bake. My friends, we got that birdie. Told you I'd get a birdie on this. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. After this first round, I'm going to do what I normally do on Tuesdays, and that's take me a tremendous nap. After I get up from my nap, we'll do rounds 2, 3, and 4. So I'm 5 shots behind Xander Schauffele.
Par 3 fourth. Frank, what's the setup here?
Plays a little downhill, so it won't play its full 180 yards. Perhaps take one club off the decision off the tee. The green, as you can see now, is a little wider than what it was deep. The bunkering, though, is certainly excellent there. A little pop bunker on the right side, one there if you come up a little short, and there's another one on the left side should you pull your tee shot.
Let's club down 2 clubs here. No. Let's club down 1, and let's do a little bit of a fade shot here into the wind. That's got it. I like where this is going. I like where this is going.
Okay,
I
good
like
shot.
where this is going. Hey, what a shot. That is the best fade shot I've ever shot. Well, I take that back. Do y'all remember back a few weeks ago when I done the American Express Championship at PGA West? The 6th hole is at par 3 over the water. And I took a high fade and played it just right and ended up with a birdie putt on it. I birdied that hole every time that tournament. Can't let guess out. He's got an 8-footer coming up for birdie.
But all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker.
And I've got a 7-footer coming up. Let's look at this. Not moving too bad. You got this. Whoa. Wait a minute. Okay. Don't need to have no boo-boo right here as far as dropping a shot is concerned.
Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
So Patrick Cantlay's going to drop a shot. He's going to drop down back to even par here.
That's
a par putt. We'll take it.
Good par here at number 4.
Thank you.
And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under.
Yep. 1 under par.
That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4.
So he's back to even.
He'll drop back now to 1 under par.
I'm 1 under par. He's even.
Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. There used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tee's added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from left to right. But you can see why a draw is the preferred shot at TPC Scottsdale.
That one going to split the middle. Maybe get a little rollout as well. That is a
The
good,
first hole
tee shot.
The first hole at TPC Scottsdale has been changed way over the years. You know, back in one of the Tiger Woods golf games on the first hole, they used to have the tee box, a little short fairway, and then like a sandy area.
And
then the green on the other side of the sandy area. But then they took the sand out and they put the whole entire big fairway down there. I'll show you what I'm talking about in the next round. That second hole. So Cantlay's got 204 yards to the stick from here to the pin. The pin is in the back left portion of the green. He's going to have a 29-footer for birdie here.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
Looking at 112 yards to the front, 148 to the hole, wind definitely hurting in his face.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Yep. You're right. You right. Wondering what might have been.
Oh, no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way.
Oh, y'all, look at that chip shot, baby, for a birdie. That's what I'm talking about. Up and down, side to side, shaking, fake, baby.
A welcome birdie.
Look at that chip shot. I didn't think it was going in.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay at 2 under.
So Young is at 7 under, Schauffele's second,
6.
and I'm in 12.
Decision time, Frank. Driver, or do you go with 3 wood?
A lot of that's going to depend on if there's any breeze. If the breeze is at your back, you can drive it all the way down the right side and take those 2 bunkers down the right completely out of play. This hole's been stiffened up though. The length hasn't increased with that bunkering in that choke point. So the strategy, do you have the length to get past them? Or if you have to lay up, it's going to leave a much longer second shot. Oh, I like the look of that. That's nice.
That's a mammoth shot right there. 371 in the draw. I think the wind give it a little bit more speed too, see? So, yeah, the wind give it a lot more speed. A lot more speed. I think the wind right there, cause see, I done a little draw shot into the wind down to keep it from going off out of the bunker. I mean, out of the rough area. I wanted to draw it to the right, and that's what I did. But look at this. Look at old Patrick Catley done turned into me now. I got him a little bouncer out the bunker. But I think when I hit, see that a draw shot always preferred to play against the wind, because if you play a draw shot with the wind, it's going to defect against the wind. It's one of those shots you play in the wind.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, that's acceptable there.
An 11-footer coming up.
Steven. This, a putt for birdie.
And this one might need a little bit extra encouragement, Rich, to make it up this slope, but all in all, not too difficult a putt.
That one is just going to sneak on by. 11 feet away.
11-footer and not much straighter than this for birdie.
He needs to slow a bit. Okay, that's still going to be a good 4 feet, though, coming back. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is.
The wind is playing a big factor in this, especially for the driving.
Safely in for par.
If we get low wind speeds in the next 3 rounds, I'm going to win this tournament. This is one of my favorite courses anyway, so I'm sure I can win this tournament.
215-yard 7th is the longest par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. The challenge here is that there's a false front there, so if you don't take enough club, you can come back off short of the green. And if you're left, you'll end up in that big bunker, which is guarding the putting surface.
I'm going to club it down twice. I'm going to try to go to the front of the green, do it a low lofting shot, move over just a tad with my marker. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Hang on. Go back. Go back. Like it was. Okay. All right. Go back like it was. Next. Let's take the left stick and let's fade this just a little. There we go. Do a low fade here. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a good shot. Pulled it out right. That's okay.
That one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
All right. I'm okay.
No, that is into the larger of the 2 bunkers around this 7th green. Now chipping up to the putting surface for this, his second shot.
Imminent par on the way.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. Okay, that's good par. It is in to save par. And he'll stay right where he is. Up next, the 475-yard par 4 8th. It's a slight dog leg left. Ideally, you want to shape a right to left shot to catch a downslope on the fairway. But watch out for the 2 bunkers on the left. Par from there would be a big ask.
We're going to do a low draw here. Got to bounce down that slope, down that slope just perfect.
Safely into the fairway.
I went down the slope, perfect. Perfect on that down slope. I wanted it to hit that down slope and roll, and that's what I did. See, I didn't have to go with the low loft on it either. That's how I set it up perfect like that.
As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Second shot now, and has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub. That one was running so hot. Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway.
Oh, my shot. That's easy. Okay. I'm going to club down a couple of clubs, and we'll go over to the center of the fairway here.
Now, a very conservative approach shot. It's a safe side of the green, but as we can all attest, a long way from the hole.
Long line for that birdie. Oh, no, missed. Just right past the hole, man. Come on.
Didn't get it all the way there, but I think he'll be able to finish that off and walk to the next tee in pretty good shape, Frank.
Yeah, not going to get a prize for being a hero, but no damage done.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is.
Maybe the back nine's got 2 or 3 par 5s on it. I know I can do some serious damage on them par 5s.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th, and he'll stay right where he is. Finishing up the front side at TPC Scottsdale with the 453-yard par 4 9th. Avoid the 2 bunkers down the right-hand side. Then players have an open approach to a green with a ridge bisecting it. We'll do just fine.
Shaggy, are you still on here, Shaggy? What's up, Shaggy? Still here?
That will be perfect into the left side of the fairway. Now note his second from the fairway.
152 yards left for him. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
We know he can move it. That ball was absolutely bombed. Now comes the touch shot. 83, 84 yards. See if he can play that two-check skipper and get it to stop.
Nope.
Well, that is not very good at all. That could cost him.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. You just wish you took the shorter club now.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Oh, that one led perfectly. It is a birdie here at the ninth. And that finishes off a strong front nine. It's a 33, 2 under par. Okay, good putt there for his par here at the ninth. And that finishes off a strong front nine. It's a 33, 2 under par.
Top 13.
This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dogleg to the right, and you have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play. Yeah, that's a good tee shot right there. Got a little extra run out. That's where you want to be.
I'm going to do a fade, high fade into the wind here. Boom, and that one will stick on the fairway, boys.
That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second.
It's going to roll back off the green.
Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
He has a 12-footer here. On the precipice of going down, but I do believe it's going to stay out.
Tap in for par.
So that's in for par to start this backside, and he'll remain right where he is. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And that's going to drop him to 2 under.
Now at the par 4 11th, Frank, I really like this hole.
Well, you might be the only one, Rich, because this is an absolute scorecard wrecker. Water all the way down the left side. There's 2 bunkers. Don't worry about that. They're not off the tee. They're around the green. They protect the left front and the back. If you think you can bail out down the right side, well, you could find cactus and all sorts of crazy things down the right. And believe me, go down there, more than anything, they'll wreck your scorecard as well. Way too conservative. 3-wood admittedly finds the fairway, but look at the length of the second shot.
From 200 yards away.
I think he's bunker bound on this one. Oh, he springs back.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
From the fairway Nota, this is second.
159 yards left to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short.
I misjudged it on the wind. That's why I missed that shot like I did.
17-foot putt here.
Oh, God, it
Quite
left
on
out.
line and let it drift a couple feet by.
So for my first bogey of the day.
Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And he'll fall back to 1 under par.
Got a par 3 and a par 5 up there. What are we going to do about it?
So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, 16 at TPC Scottsdale is the most famous, but maybe the most beautiful par 3 of the golf course is right here at the 12th with that peninsula green and water all down the right side and the 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. This is an excellent par 3. Oh, and that's into one of the 2 deep bunkers left of this green.
Stay away from there. Done the same thing he did.
Now, gonna try and flop this one up there. Yeah, that's pretty well done. Just a few feet left to save par. A steep angle of attack required here. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. Next up, the 558-yard par 5 13th. Great driving hole featuring water and desert on the right, mature mesquite trees and the big bunker on the left. Drive the ball between that trouble, and the green is definitely reachable in two. This is a good scoring hole. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Yeah, that's going to be into that desert zone in between the 6th and 13th. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. That is a really good shot on and two on this par 5, but work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in two, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. The computer telling us this, an even 70 feet for eagle.
Eagle putt from 70 foot.
How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow.
Come on. Why are you turning this? Put the ball straight on.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain right where he is. Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. So after the fun at the par 5 13th, you have to knuckle down here at the par 4 14th. It is 490 yards, and par is an excellent score here on this hole. This is turning a little to his left.
And that tee shot finds the first cut. But really, with that second shot, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. That's a pretty good break there to finish up in the first cut.
All right,
with that ball sitting up fairly well. A lot more options available.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway.
I think he went too far past the hole. Yep.
On the green, but
It must
still
be
a
the front
tough
portion
putt
of the
coming
green.
up.
I didn't see where the flag is located. Where is
From
it?
just off the fairway, Iona, second shot coming up.
It's 132 yards to the front, 135 to the hole, pin front left so he can take dead aim.
Imagine a miss club because that ball
I got a
sailed
62
past
footer
the
there.
flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
Birdie putt coming up, but you gotta think anything inside of 7 or 8 feet here is pretty darn good.
Yep. Can't hit it too fast, because you do that, you're going to knock it off the green. That's when all the trouble starts. Trust me, I've done it before.
You got to think 2 putts will work out fine from here, but this is a long look for birdie.
Oh, 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 no, not this big of a birdie putt, not a 63 footer. Come on, no. He got it! He got it!
What a roll that
Oh
was.
my
A
God!
long one in for birdie.
My God!
This from 7 feet.
His 4th event on the PGA Tour. His first long putt on the PGA Tour is a 64-footer.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. I'm beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole.
Oh, they are. This where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2.
This may be a touch right.
Ooh. He got over it. I'm surprised he got
Has
over
to
it.
be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
I'm going to drop down a club.
Good shot right there, and it just hangs on that back portion of the green. On board into par 5, still a good chance to get out of here with a birdie. So now from the back of the green, this one coming down the slope, it's for eagle.
Nope. Ah!
Nope. Good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, what makes this so special is the walk underneath the grandstands. It's the Gladiator coming into the Coliseum.
That's a perfect description, Rich, and that's why this hole is unlike any other hole on the PGA Tour. The atmosphere that the players feel on that tee, they cannot prepare for they can't experience anywhere else. This is a once-in-a-lifetime par 3.
And when you look at it from up high with the blimp view, it sort of appears as though they dropped Fenway Park or Wrigley Field right into the desert. And this is a sellout crowd. Now, this is 20,000 fans, and there's nothing like it. There's not a single hole in golf that has more fans on it than this 16th here at TPC Scottsdale.
Now a second to this par 3. Bentley now for birdie. How do you pace to get up that slope? It is in for a birdie. Didn't press the reed there, and that's going to cost him. Okay, well, in for a bogey at 16. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Well, these short, drivable par 4s are all the rage in golf, but the designers here at TPC Scottsdale, Jay Morrish and Tom Weiskopf, were really ahead of the curve. This was one of the first, and it still remains one of the best short par 4s in the game, all about risk and reward. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. This might be close. Now, that just did not look right from the start, and that ball is into the hazard. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. A look here for birdie at 17.
Well, in all things considered, he's in pretty good shape, coming back up the slope, working slightly to the right.
Oh, yes. He appears to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And a 7-footer. Yeah, that's good par. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll remain at 1 under par. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. So simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. And this is a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. And this is looking really good.
And final iron shot of the day, and it is one of the best we've seen here at the closing hole.
Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second.
Well, if that's the last iron shot of the day, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Up and down,
it's a
side to
birdie
side,
at the
shake it,
last.
bang,
And
bang,
that's
finish
gonna
off with
wrap
2
up
under par.
our 18 holes of golf. A great opportunity here for birdie. Okay, it's a nice finish, a birdie at 18. And that will finish off our round of golf. Our
So
featured
2 under
golfer here
69,
today
that's
had some
not bad.
moments, but maybe not the
26th
round
position.
one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own game.
So
For the Frank Nobilo and the gang will be back for round 2 later on today, which is not a bad omen if you ask me. 2 under par is not as bad as I thought. What's the 4 to 7 mile-an-hour winds? Greens are average. Everything's average and firm and medium. So I should be able to tango this second. I'll be prepared with Tony Finau for the second round. Do we have it in us to make a move up this leaderboard? We'll find out on round 2 of the Waste Management Open. We'll be back later. Bye-bye.